One of the best arguments I can think of why Zionism isn't racism goes back to the desire to remain a majority. And in being a majority, making sure that the identity of the nation that is Jewish actually goes hand in hand with representing the will of the majority, which is a basic tenet of democracy. That's a democratic argument of why Zionism doesn't equal racism. Now let's see what Zionism is closer to. In reality, not just in theory. Is it closer to the concept of racism? We have a separate video on that showing that it isn't. Or is it really closer and intertwined with basic democratic values? And I think the best way to do that is to pose a question to the people you're talking with. They must have come across the constant desire of the Jewish people to remain and to maintain a Jewish majority in their own state of Israel. Now, that really begs the question, why? Why do the Jewish people want to remain a majority in their own country? So much so that they're even willing to give up pieces of their homeland only because by doing so, they'd be giving up certain portions of the population who would have citizenship elsewhere, and as a result, the social makeup of society would remain such that the Jews make up a strong majority of that makeup. Why do the Jews want to remain a majority? Is it because of the Zionistic dream? Not at all. Think about it. The Jewish people can have their own country. They can be a very small minority in that country, and they can use forcefulness and, other forms, just like the apartheid regime did in South Africa, and, overpower the majority and have their own country, have a Jewish country. But the Jews don't want that. Even though we've waited for thousands of years to come back to our homeland and have our own Jewish state, even when that happened, we were unwilling to accept it unless we could make sure that hand in hand with upholding and realizing the Zionistic dream, we were upholding and realizing basic democratic values. And once we've proven that, then we know saying that we're racist just conflicts with that. So all we really need to do now is prove that Israel is a vibrant democracy and that the Zionistic dream aims to fulfill itself while maintaining basic democratic values. And in order to do that, we can look at some other videos.